am Kimberly Freilinger, and I am a self-professed modern mess princess. What is that? That's someone who realizes that life is messy, and that's okay. And we're going to get through it together because we have an identity rooted in Christ and knowing that we are His crowned princess. So today I wanted to talk about a real modern mess princess, and that's Princess Leia, actually known in her real life as, and she talks about that, so funny that people call her real life different than her real life, because it's all real life to her, but to us it's different. But Carrie Fisher, who passed away this week, and her sweet mother, who passed away the next day of what they're saying is broken heart syndrome. And I was thinking back about Princess Leia, and my friend wrote a beautiful article on why Princess Leia mattered, what the big deal was about her, and why she really matters to women of all ages. And so I'd encourage you to read that at kimberlyspeaks.com. So I wanted to attack it from a different angle because my friend Anna just wrote it so beautifully that I can't do it better justice. So I'd encourage you to read that on my blog. But I wanted to talk about Carrie Fisher and how she dealt with her life in the public eye. And because she was messy and life was messy. And yet she lived with a fierceness and with a level of being brave that I really find commendable, especially living in Hollywood. She tackled 3 major issues that were no-nos in Hollywood and just kept moving forward anyway. One of them was coming out and talking about alcoholism and drug dependency. And that's a little more common in Hollywood. You'll hear of stars talking about coming out of rehab and stuff. But she really didn't try to hide that. Whereas a lot of people try to, their managers get them to hide it in the paparazzi. She came out and said, hey, let's talk about this. Let's just be real. And she wrote a book all about it. And that's really commendable to me because I think that we find our best way out when we bring things into the light. Now, most of us don't live with the amount of publicity that she has on her life and then the amount of transparency she was willing to then put back out. So we all need to gauge what level of transparency we want to share things. She chose to do it all in a big way. But I think even just sharing with a trusted friend our messiness or sharing us together here through my blog and through the Modern Mess Princess page and my speaker page, just sharing our messes together brings them out of shame. Another mess that Carrie dealt with that really was a no-no at the time was her bipolar disorder. She came out and was very frank about having bipolar disorder and living with that in the public eye and with Hollywood, and it taking her out at times of her career between that and her addictions. She jokes about having more therapy than she knows what to do with and still struggling. And but she always faced the struggle. That's the one thing. She never gave up. And there's something about, again, that fierceness that really intrigues me and inspires me. And also that, hey, I'm walking the red carpet. I'm a mess. Take me or leave me. Because if you think about it, she was typecasted at age 19 as this gorgeous, young and up and coming, perfect, kick butt, take no funny business, serious girl power princess. Like, ultimate combination of a warrior princess woman for us to look up to. And she was gorgeous to boot. And in Hollywood, you don't get ugly and you don't grow old. And part of getting ugly in Hollywood is wrinkles, gaining weight, anything like that. That doesn't happen. It doesn't work. You don't get your gigs anymore. Well, guess what? Carrie Fisher did all that too. And she talks about that in her books also, about how when the idea for a second Star Wars came up, second series of Star Wars movies came up later in her life, the fact that she was older and had gained weight since her slave Leia days, if you know that costume, you know what I'm talking about. A pretty hot, steamy Princess Leia. And she was told she needed to cut weight to be in the movies, and she decided, no, you're going to take me as I am. This is Princess Leia. This is Carrie Fisher. This is it. Like, I think she was willing to drop a real reasonable amount of weight, but they wanted her down, super, super skinny. And she just wasn't willing to do that to her body. I think it's because she had bigger battles to fight. When you've fought addictions and mental illness, you know what? Sometimes weight loss is the least of your problems. And so I love that about her. She walked the red carpet with funky eyeglasses on. Her most recent walk down the red carpet, she was, I'll be doing a blog post on this too, and I'm going to include some pictures of her because it fascinates me what she's looked like over her lifespan. And this last walk on the red carpet was kind of like, there's a pose of her with her coat open and kind of her little belly sticking out in a dress. And she was just like, this is me. This is me. And she kind of had a take it or leave it attitude. And that wasn't because she was Princess Leia and she had the authority to say that. No, she had all the same insecurities that we have. She was insecure about who she was in this world and her place and her identity and everything that we struggle with. Read her books. We struggle with the same things. She just did it more publicly. But we can thank her because she also allowed us a peek into her life, in the ugliness, in the messiness, so that we could see that it can be done. You can be a messy princess. And boy, does that give me hope. Because, again, with my counseling background and my background in just trying to learn and understand the root of shame, shame thrives in darkness. Shame thrives in fear. Shame thrives when we have to keep it all hidden inside. And so much of our world loves to paste on the perfect face and, Facebook, and everybody's posting their beautiful Christmas pictures and all this stuff. And what if your life doesn't feel like that? How do you know you're okay? You're okay. In fact, you're more than okay. Princess, put on your crown and live out this mess. You are a modern mess princess. See you next time.